Hello friends, I hope you all are doing great. As usual, today also I am gonna share with you simple tips for a happy life, or maybe some steps to improve the life better, because there are many of us, when it comes to life, there are many of us, we think about this life as a big deal, right? And also sometimes we won't be able to get rid of us, because when we go deep into the life, because life is there to just to live, not to bother, or maybe not to worry about it, or maybe just not to look at this life in a deeper manner. If we do so, then we won't be able to get rid of ourselves. So life is there just to live, just to enjoy the moment. That's the reason the life is there. But many of us, when it comes to life, and we bother, and also we get worried too much, and also we get sometimes, some people, we get scared to that. So how can I live this life? It is a big deal, and also it's very difficult to handle the day-to-day activities, and also it is there are so many challenges in life, right? Worries, challenges, problems are there in our life. So then many of us actually we get worried too much about it, not to live the life, because we will be talking, or we will be thinking about the past and the future, not the present. So ladies and gentlemen, I just want to share some thoughts about life which I recommend to myself, not to you, because there is no any recommended way of living, I would say. And also I'm not in a position to recommend you some tips or maybe some steps in order to improve your life, because it's in your hand, ladies and gentlemen. There is no any set of rules and regulations in order to live the life. This is how I live my life, or maybe there are some recommended ways that I'm practicing each and every day in order to just live the life. I'm a person always trust in live the moment concept, right? Because I don't live in the past, and also I am not ready to live in the future as well, because I live in the present moment only. I live because I trust that is only in our hand. So now let's look at quickly what are the steps, or maybe what are the tips I can give you in order to improve the life better. Step number 1. So do not bother, right? Just do not bother for anything, whatever happens in your life, or whatever not happening in your life. It's okay, right? Everything has its own time. Whether I like it, or maybe I am in a hurry to get it back or get it that, so it doesn't mean it should happen, right, as I think, or maybe as I want, right? So just do not bother for anything. Maybe it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing, right? Just just leave it, right? Whatever you receive, whatever you get in your life, just make use of it, enjoy it, and try to get maximum out of it, not to complain, not to bother. So rule number 1, do not bother. Rule number 2, trust the process, right? Everything happening, everything has its own process in order to give a manifestation, right? In order to give a result, everything has its own unique process, right? From the morning until evening, right? Or maybe the work actually that we do, it has a process. Or maybe for goodness, it has a process, right? Even for the badness, it has a process. So I just trust the process. I don't bother, and also I just trust the process, which will happen, definitely, which will happen, right? So That's the reason I'm in peace. I don't force things to happen because I trust the process. Rule number 3, do not worry for anything. So ladies and gentlemen, whatever happens in our life, there is a purpose, there is a reason behind it. It can be, or maybe it can be a good one, it can be bad one, it can be, worries or whatever. Whatever happens in our life, what is the use of getting worried? If I'm worrying about something deeply, so what will happen? Would it change? Can I change by worrying deeply? No, right? So then what is the point of view that I'm worrying for things, right? So everything has its own time. Things will happen or maybe may not happen. It's okay, right? So a good thing, if good things are happening in my life, I just welcome. If the bad things are happening in my life, I don't want to, get deeper into that, and I don't want to worry for the things. I just get some experience through that, right? If it is a good stuff, I cherish myself. If it is a bad thing or maybe a negative thing or maybe a worries, I just keep quiet myself, understand the situation, study the situation and apply according to that. This is how I would do that. So it's better, ladies and gentlemen, do not worry for anything or maybe everything. So final step is just go with the flow, right? So you are counting, right? So from the beginning, do not bother, trust the process, do not worry for anything, and also just go with the flow. Life is all about just to go with the flow, ladies and gentlemen. Do not resist things, do not resist people, right? Do not resist the situation, because as I told you, everything has its own way, everything has its own way of process, right? So then if I resist or if I adamant to accept something, so there is no point of view and I won't be able to get rid of myself, right? If the life pushes you to a direction, just go, right? Once a man asked the life, why are you so tough to live? It's a big deal. You're a big deal, man. So the life replied to the man, yeah, I know, because you people are not understanding the life properly, and you people are always ready to resist me. When I push, just go with the flow. Do not resist, right? So then you will be in peace and you will feel the life, weightless, not burden, right? So you will feel very, very light. Life is very light, right? Just go with the flow. When I push you, just go with the flow. Do not resist me. If you do so, then you will be in trouble. Then you will not have peace in your mind, right? So I'm just counting, ladies and gentlemen. So rule number 1, do not bother. Number 2, trust the process. Number 3, do not worry for anything. And number 4, go with the flow. These are the elements, ladies and gentlemen, I apply in my life, and also I am always trying to grab the peace within me. I don't want others to come and ruin my day, ruin my peace, because I'm always, highly concerned about my mental health. That's why, I used to make sure my inner peace is okay. I'm in peace. Am I in peace? Something like that. I used to check it. That's why I used to avoid negativity and negative people, toxic things, especially the toxic people. And I have my unique way of living. I'm just, going through and just going with the flow. I don't bother. I trust the flow, and also I trust the process. I don't worry for anything. I don't worry for anything, right? I don't worry for everything. I can say I don't worry for everything. And also, I always make sure to go with the flow, ladies and gentlemen. These are the 4 elements I just apply in my life. And also, I'm just giving you, I'm just sharing with you. If you see this video, maybe you can apply those elements in your life in order to live the life without, without make it as a make it complication, right? So without any complication you can live the life. So for that, in order to do that, just apply those elements in your life, so then your life will be at ease, then you will find peace within you. So I hope you enjoy this video, ladies and gentlemen, and if you do so, please first of all you practice these elements in your life, and also you share this video with your friends, relatives, or maybe that anyone that you care for, in order to give them a good lesson or maybe make their life better. Thank you.